What's up, y'all boys? It's Perk here, back with an episode with PWP, PALEWITHPERK. Special guest star, Royal.
Appreciate you. Cooling.
So, let's get from this jump. Where you get the name Royal from?
Originally, my Instagram name was PNB.2, I think.
PND?
PNB.
Or PNB, like...
It stood for Polo Man Brand. I don't know. That was just something I came up with. So then when I started getting into modeling for real, I was like, dang, I want another name. I don't know. I needed another name because I didn't want my actual government name to be my model name.
Yeah.
So I was like, and I always look at myself as like a black king or whatever. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to name myself King though. That's too like common.
So Royal just fell on your lap, basically?
It was royalty at first. It was just royalty. But I wanted to be different, so I put two I's instead of a Y. And then over time, I was like, royalty too long. So I'm like, just call me Royal. So,
Bro.
Feel me? Branded royalty, but I like when people call me Royal.
For sure. So let's get from the start. Like, where's Royal from?
Shoot, right here, Broward County.
Broward County, you got a city repping?
Shoot, not really. Lauderhill. That's where I grew up at.
It's crazy. What part of law are you from?
Like deep side area.
Deep side down. Cause I was born not born, but I was born in Fort Lauderdale, but I was raised like in Inver.
Yeah, I was like deep side area because I lived with my grandma for like a good portion of my life.
So how was that like living in Lauderhill? Like how's the experience was over there?
Shoot, it was cool. I had a cool childhood growing up. Like I would go outside. I don't know. I was just all over the place. Jeez. My grandma was like the type like I used to be in and out of the house like. Either I'm staying outside or I'm coming inside. If I come inside one more time, I'm not going back outside. So I had a fun childhood, no problem, none of that.
You went to schools in Lauderhill or any schools in Lauderhill?
Schools? Nah. I went to Nova High School in Davie.
Yeah.
That's where I went.
So I was like Nova, like, cause it's crazy. I never been there except for when I graduated. Like, you know, how everybody
Nova?
goes to that Nova South Houston or whatever arena or whatever that is. How was that like?
It was cool. The only thing, though, like I had a cool elementary school time growing up because my grandma worked at the elementary school. That's how I got in.
What school is that?
Nova, because Nova goes from kindergarten all the way up to university.
Shit,
so like, I was there all my life. Even though I left a couple times and came back because I had moved to Atlanta my 12th grade year and I moved to Kentucky my 3rd grade year. But that was a cool time. It was just annoying because you saw everybody. Like, you knew everybody.
Oh, so like everybody that went there from high school, middle school.
Together. Some people left, but for the most part, everybody grew up together. It's like, yeah, I know that person.
For sure. So like, for those who don't know, you a model. How did you get into that?
Shoot, shout out that boy Data TM. Shoot, Data TM is like my brother, so it was just a couple times we'll go out, and I would want to wear something nice because I wanted to take pictures. So then one time...
Was he rapping at the time or by the way, a rap artist?
Yeah, he been rapping. He was rapping way before that. So he told me, he was like, you should start modeling. And I was like, modeling? Like, I was camera shy, but I wasn't that type of person that...
To pose for the camera and that?
Pose for the camera and like always show their face on social media. Like, I thought that shit was like...
Weird?
Yeah, like, I don't know how to explain it. Not weird, but like too cringe.
Yeah.
Feel me? So it took a minute for me to get into it, but I'm like, okay, cool. So then I did my research and stuff, and then he actually did my first shoot. We went by my pool in my complex, and we just did.
Oh, he was a cameraman.
Yeah, he was a cameraman for a minute. He was my cameraman and manager. So that's how we got into it.
How old were you like at that time?
I had just turned 19, or I was turning 19.
You know, it's crazy. Like, that's how the first time I met him. Like, I remember he slid in my DMs. Well, I said that wrong. He DM'd me one time.
Slid his DMs.
He DM'd me one time. He was like, "What's up? I'm an inspiration rapper from Broward County. I got a cousin that models, and like I seen your page. I was like, damn.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I think this nigga's a team player.
Yeah.
So like,
I think that's how me and you met, right?
Yeah, from him for sure. So like from that 2019 from that 19 years old doing a pool shoot to now, how much development you seen?
I've seen a lot.
Seen a lot.
For those who don't know, I signed to Elite Models.
Shout out that boy Brandon.
That's
Elite.
that's an agency out of Miami. I recently signed to them in August. So from doing that little pool shoot to like doing more studio shoots. Shout out to PJ too. He was my manager. He is my manager for Top Shelf Models. Shout out to them too. He stepped in, I think the beginning of this year, and he basically was like, I want you to join my team, and he's been paying for all my shoots. Literally, like most of the shoots on my page, I probably wouldn't have done if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
So it's like shout out to him. It's like he helped me in my progress. I feel like I started to love modeling more.
Because of him or
Nah, just the more I kept on doing it.
consistency with it?
And it's like, dang, I want to do better with it. And like my supporters were like really supporting me. Like I had people sharing my stuff, commenting, liking. So I'm like, dang, like I'm actually kind of good at this. So I kept it going, did my research, looked at other models who were on YouTube and stuff on how to get better at posing and stuff. Everything like that just to perfect my craft, basically.
For sure. So, like, as you say, you signed a Elite. How did that come about?
They had a casting call. One
It was
time.
like virtual or like in person?
Yeah, we had to go there. And I was like, I wasn't desperate, but I was like, bro, I need to get signed. Like, that was one of my main goals before the year ended, to get signed. So, I did a casting call. It was like in Bonita Springs. That's all the way like Fort Myers. So, then I took Day and I took my other homeboy J1. Shout out to him. That's like my cameraman too. So, we went all the way down there. And, shoot, it was on the beach. I wore all black. The CEO was there actually. And he looked at me.
Give them a shout out too?
Yeah, shout out, I forgot his last name. Shout out Marcus though. That's the reason I was signed though. He was there. That's the CEO of Elite Models. He was there and he looked at me. He was like he just shook his head. He was like, yeah, I like you, whatever. Gave me his business card. He was like, call me Tuesday. I think the casting was like on a Saturday. So shoot.
So you feeling yourself like after the shoot?
I was like, I did a whole vlog for it. It wasn't even a shoot. It was just an evaluation. So after that, he gave me his card. He said, call him on Tuesday. Waited till Tuesday. As soon as I got up, I gave it like a few hours. Called him.
Like around like 10 o'clock, probably 12.
Yeah, around like 12, I called him.
Called that man on his lunch break.
He ain't answered though at first. I'm like, dang. Lunch break. I was like, dang, this man not answering the phone. But he texted me, I think. He called me back. He called me back maybe like 15 minutes after I had called him. So then, yeah, he told me to come down to the agency. I drove down to the agency.
That's Bonita Springs too, or?
Nah, we back in Miami at this point. So, drove all the way down there. Spoke with one of the head managers for the men's department. Had a real good conversation. It was basically like an interview.
Yeah.
Put it that way. She asked me questions. I showed her my catalog, my experience and everything like that. The vibe that she was giving me, I could tell that, I was probably going to get right here. Yeah. So she made me fill out this paper. She took a few pictures of me. She was like, she's going to do it with talk to the team. Shook her hand. Said, thank you for having me. Literally, not even 5 minutes after I left the building, she called me back and said that they want to sign me.
So you had to go back in the building and sign some contract and stuff? Or?
Nah, they sent it all online. They sent everything through my email and stuff, so I signed my contract that next day. I read over it, thought about it, then signed my contract the next day.
For sure. It's crazy because I think I remember you tweeting like, my goal is to get signed this year. So how much like a manifestation means to you?
A lot. Shoot. I had reposted one of my tweets from like almost a year or two ago, and I was like, I will be a signed model. That's like my goal. I kept on saying that. So it's crazy how I look back at my tweets and like being from there to here is like, dang, like I really manifested it. Like that's something that I said was gonna happen and it did happen. Feel me? So
like from modeling standpoint, how is like to like do photo shoots and stuff and like people don't see behind the scenes and stuff?
Like what you mean?
Like for to prepare for a photo shoot or like prepare for like a magazine shoot, like what do people don't see like behind the scenes basically, like how to plan a shoot basically, like staying in fit and all that?
I mean, The only thing I really, well, I don't even think about that till it's actually time to shoot. I just make sure I get a haircut, make sure I look straight.
So it's like a breeze to you.
I wouldn't say a breeze. Like, I just started getting more comfortable with posing and stuff. I found a new technique on it. So it's like that's like probably like the most challenging thing about it is just having a mindset of like how you gonna pose, and you got to get into character and stuff, because modeling is you really just playing dress up. Like, you come up with a theme, you get the clothes for the theme.
And look for poses.
Yeah, but the thing about it is you got to make the picture look like a movie. Like, you got to tell a story with the picture. So it's like you got to get into character. You got to, if I'm doing a Christmas shoot, I want to feel jolly. I want to feel happy. Like, it's time of giving and stuff. You feel me?
It's Christmas right now. Santa about to give me presents.
You feel me? Valentine's Day shoot, I want to look seductive, like, for the girls and all that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the loving time, whatever. So it's all about how you tell your pictures. It's all about a story.
For sure. So as I was talking about like getting a fit too, like how hard it is, like I could say right now, like I think everybody can model now, like no matter like what built you are.
Yeah, anybody could be a model.
So, but how hard like is for you to like maintain like your body so you could like, you feel me, have that model body basically?
It's not hard. You can get lazy though, but that's like one of my motivations for like wanting to work out and stuff is like I'm a model. Like, somebody could want a male model for a swimsuit. Gotta have a nice body. I can't do the swimsuit if my body looks raggedy.
Yeah.
If I got a belly and, you know what I'm saying, I'm not muscular or nothing like that, that's not gonna sell the picture. That's why I see modeling, when it comes to taking pictures and stuff, it's all about telling a story. Like, they don't want somebody who doesn't look like they have a beach
up to
body.
par.
Yeah,
up to par basically.
Especially because it's you wearing their clothes and stuff. They want to sell. You got to be a marketable person. But anybody can model though. There's plus size models. There's very skinny models, short model, tall models. Anybody could be a model. You just got to keep up with your brand, because your body is your brand.
For sure. So like, speaking of model, also like I seen you got in the acting lane. You had a scene for HBO Max, rapping shit.
Yeah.
How was that like?
That was fun. That was before I got signed. I had a scouting what is it called? A talent agent.
Casting director, basically.
Yeah. What's his name? I want to shout him out too.
Are you talking about Virtuoso?
Yeah, him.
Virtuoso.
I forgot his tier 1 models. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
I got booked through him. I actually got booked like 3 times through him for the same stuff.
Acting, basically.
Yeah, that was fun though. Like, obviously, I wasn't one of the main characters. It would have been fun to do that, but you know, that was just motivation, because I was, you know, you saw me a couple of times in the show.
Like, you watched the episode, like,
yeah,
that's the road right there.
Yeah, so it's like, that's cool seeing me actually on TV like that. I was in that, so that was just motivation for me to just get more into acting. That's definitely a route I want to go. Like, if I know I'm not gonna model forever, but you can act forever.
For sure. So like, would you say is there a difference between acting and modeling?
Only difference is, I don't want to say there's a difference. It's just memorization and knowing how to keep your character longer in acting versus modeling.
That act basically, because like, I know for a model you could just like do shoots and stuff, but like acting, like you gotta get in the character.
Bro, people lose their mind during acting, bro. Like Heath Ledger, when he did the Joker for the Batman, bro lost his mind trying to be like the perfect villain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that caused him to have mental problems and stuff. So it's like, people that take acting really serious, like, it's a lot that comes with that. A lot of repetition, a lot of practice. Like, I definitely do. Well, you got to practice your poses with modeling too, but with acting, it's a little bit more difficult and a little bit more concentration.
For sure. So for modeling, like, what's like your favorite like project to do as a model? Like, I know there's photo shoots, like doing magazine shoots. Like, what's your like favorite? There's also runways. Like, what's one of your favorites?
Commercial basically is photo shoots. So yeah, I don't really like runway like that. Even though I should get into it because the money's there too.
You ever did one before?
You know, it's funny. I haven't, but it's so ironic how when I was like 6 or 5 years old, my mom actually put me in a runway show.
Do you like have memories about that?
Yeah. a little bit. I remember two things. I remember falling asleep and waking up. She's handing me my clothes, saying, "Come on, we gotta get ready." We're walking in. It was at Broward Mall. We're walking to the mall. I don't remember what happened after that, but I just remember walking on, like, doing the walkway,
Yeah.
and then everybody looking and stuff. So it's just like crazy how that happened, and then I ended up becoming a model for real.
Also, like at that moment, like when the times flew by, and basically it was like, oh shit, I remember I did a runaway, like, but I don't see
Yeah,
myself being a model.
yeah, basically.
So would you say you have any inspiration? Like, would you say that inspired you? Like your mom inspired you to be a model, or anybody else inspired you?
I
Even
wouldn't,
people outside your family too, also.
I wouldn't say my mom inspired me, but she probably, like I said, manifestation is real. So she probably just put that in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You said anybody outside of my family that motivates me? I mean, everybody around me motivates me, you know? Because, like, I feel like I'm in a position where I can make a lot of money in this field. So that's what keeps me going. And I never try to. Sometimes it's easy to get discouraged, but I try not to because I've been getting better and better and better. So, shoot, everybody motivates me. All my friends, my peoples, everybody.
For sure, for sure. So like, as you was talking about discouragement and stuff, like, what's like the ups and downs you seen like as you was modeling for the past few years?
Shoot, sometimes I wanted to quit, but not because I didn't like it, but it's like, some people try to make jokes about like, oh, you a model. They try to make it seem like you,
Like a pretty boy, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, people call me a pretty boy already, but it's just like, I mean, I'm not soft. I ain't
yeah,
nobody, you can push around or whatever. But I feel like some people get that persona sometimes. Like, he a model. You know what I'm saying? Like, they
yeah,
take it in a disrespectful way. That's the only thing. Like, sometimes I be thinking about not doing it no more just because I don't want to look like a soft person to people. But at the same time, it's like, I don't really care what people think because I know who I am. Shoot. And then, like, when it comes to social media, sometimes your post or your content does not do good.
or what you expected it to be.
Right. Like, dang, this picture can snap. This picture gonna blow. You know what I'm saying? It only ends up getting like 300 likes. That's good, but it don't really.
Yeah,
When you have the amount of followers you have and then you look at the like ratio, it don't add up. It's like,
yeah.
dang, like. So that's another thing. Like social media, like Instagram, I hate Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. So I was like, my actually next question. I was gonna say, how much of a tool social media been for you as you've been modeling and stuff?
I mean, it's definitely been a tool. Especially when I first started modeling, it was definitely a tool. I gained most of my followers off social media.
You say you
my
met all the
supporters
people
off.
from there, like most of your people, like modeling connects and stuff, like the elite, for example. Like I'm pretty sure you seen that.
Yeah,
on IG.
I wouldn't have even known about the cast if I didn't have Instagram. So I can't really say I hate Instagram, but when it comes to me posting and stuff, that's when I hate Instagram. But social media is a great way to connect with people. Like a lot of my supporters don't even know me, but they just like my pictures and stuff. They like my content. So that's definitely helped me. And that's a confidence booster too. When you have supporters and people that like your stuff, that's what you really want to post for. Because I could really just take pictures all day long and make my money and not post at all. But it keeps me going that I have people that actually want to see my content besides me.
For sure, for sure. So like, how much does support mean for you, like, as a whole, to like keep you going, basically, or you're feeling down? Like,
I mean, it's definitely a booster, confidence booster. Like, especially if you don't feel like, say, like, I had a shoot tomorrow and I'm like, I don't really feel like doing it. Like, nobody's really going to care anyway, just me. Imagine having people, and that's another thing. You don't really need support to do what you like, but like I said, it's a booster. Like, if I got 5 people asking me when I'm going to drop my pictures and stuff, it's
that
like,
make you feel confident, though.
yeah, like, okay, shoot, I'm going to drop them then, Or like if I say like I need all y'all to like this post, then I'll drop my pictures and then a whole bunch of people liking it and stuff and sharing it and stuff. It's like, dang, y'all really support me. So that makes me want to keep going as well.
For sure, for sure. So like, as you talking about Instagram and stuff too, like IG models, like, what's your definition of an IG model?
My definition of an IG model, shoot, I used to be an IG model. Even though I didn't consider myself that, because I, like, actually took my stuff serious. I feel like IG models are just people that straight up just, get dressed, go somewhere,
take pictures,
post on mirror pictures, post on the ground, all that stuff. Like, they don't really want to take it serious. They just like taking pictures, looking good. I feel like, yeah, or like people that like a brand ambassadors, but like for these little brands companies and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's an IG model. There's nothing wrong with being an Instagram model though. You can make money off anything. You can make money off Instagram if you have enough followers and stuff. So nothing wrong with being IG model. I just feel like the difference is you're a professional model when you're signed to an agency or a big company or something.
That's when people take you more serious, basically.
Yeah, I like a lot of opportunities that I probably have. Somebody on Instagram can't, because I have the background and the representation of an agency versus they just post on Instagram,
basically.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to take me more serious just because I have a professional background. But there's nothing shaming the IG model. Anybody can model. The CEO of Calvin Klein can walk in here right now, or Adidas can walk in here right now and say, "Dang, you look good in that fit. Actually, I want you to model for me." You know what I'm saying? So it's like anybody can model. Anybody can get the chance to model.
For sure. So as you was going through your process of modeling, like, what's your pros and cons for like this modeling game, basically? Like the pros and cons you got.
Like when you say pros and cons, like what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Pros, definitely be consistent. That's something that I'm trying to be more of. Definitely got to be consistent. You don't always have to have like a professional photographer. You can, like I said, you can go in the mirror, take pictures. Girls, it's easier for girls when it comes to posting and stuff because you have the female background and you have the male background. Both of them are coming together.
You know how the males get.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if you are a professional model, but you haven't had a photo shoot in however long, put together a fit, go outside, take some pictures. Stand in front of the mirror, take some mirror pictures. Anything is content. Same thing with guys. Like, sometimes I didn't have, before when I first started I didn't have a professional photographer. Shout out Pure Life KD, because he came in clutch too. And Rue's
Shout
World.
out Pure Life, for real. That's
came in clutch, man. Life. I think I discovered him through you. I was like, dang, this man hard. So it's like, before that, I didn't know no professional photographers, or I didn't know how to get into that. You know what I'm saying? So before, I would just take pictures. I would put together a fit. Whoever I'm with, take my picture real quick. You know, just something to post. Content. Or I would simply take a selfie. Simple selfie. Just post it. Doesn't even need a caption. I can just post it.
Sure. So what would you say your cons would be, like?
Cons?
For the modeling game, basically. Like,
inconsistency, not speaking up. It's, actually, shout out to you. Because you helped me get that Soul Boy gig.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like...
That's crazy. It's crazy. I forgot to ask you about that.
It's crazy.
Get into that, by the way.
So, before we get into that, so it's like, yeah, you sent that to me, but you didn't put in the word for me. You just sent it to me. You let me decide whether I want to take that opportunity or not. Guess what I did? You know what I'm saying? You got to speak up. If you don't speak up, or you don't try to connect with these brands, especially the smaller ones who need models, who don't really know how to, you know what I'm saying? When you first start a clothing brand, the first thing you say is, I need models. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you see a little brand, but you want to get into modeling, that's the easiest way to do it. DM them, hey, your clothes fire. If you need models, let me know. You don't even, you don't have to, I feel like if you're first starting out as modeling, don't even charge them. Maybe ask for the free clothes, but don't even do that. Just get the connection, because you never know. They might like you, and then you might end up being the face of their brand. Not every time they need a shoot, they going to hit you up.
And it'll take you long in the long run, basically.
Mm-hmm. Because the exposure is more important than the money at first.
So speaking of Soul Boy, it's really crazy. I forgot to ask you about that. But how did you get into Soul Boy and working with him and stuff? I think he was on the website a few times. Like, how was that like?
It was a cool experience. I was excited because that was the first big brand that I had modeled for. So that was motivational too, because he was on the come up. Everybody knew about him in Broward, Miami. So it's like, I'm trying to get out there as a model.
Yeah.
That's when everybody started seeing me as a model, when they seen me get posted by Soul Boy. So that was fun. Like, we still cool. I done did a couple shoots for him this year. So yeah, that was a big part of my career because he helped me get known. Now a lot of people know me because of Soul Boy, and shout out Kingsplay too. A lot of people know me because of Kingsplay as well.
Were you in that video when she did that turnaround thing?
You know, it's funny.
You're not in
I
it?
was supposed to be in it.
Damn, what happened?
I got into a car accident, bro.
Shit, you was...
I had moved to Orlando, and she had booked me for it. I was literally on the way. I was gonna get there on time and everything. My tire slid, and I literally got into an accident. Missed it.
Shit, how's the car like now?
Oh, I got a new car since then.
Shit.
That car got totaled, but that was just that was an unfortunate situation because that video went viral.
Yeah, it's crazy. It did go viral, but you did other work with her too, though, right?
Yeah. I did other work with her. That wasn't my first gig with her. That was probably like my fifth,
But then
sixth.
that would have been like probably the
booking.
biggest.
Yeah, that would have been the biggest. I was in the second one though, but I don't think she ever posted it. I was actually in a few of her shoots. Yeah, still shout out to her, but that was just an unfortunate situation. Got into an accident, and I was supposed to be in that shoot. I was so mad.
God damn, I didn't even know about that. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's straight shoot. I mean,
You
everything
alive, you
ain't-
still working.
yeah, everything ain't meant to be. So,
For sure.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
like, what advice you would give to, like, people that started modeling or even acting? Like, what advice you would give them to, like, prep
prep for like what
to
you mean?
become their modeling career?
Research and confidence.
Research, confident.
That's all you really need. Research and confidence. Research what you want to know. How to be better at posing. How to be a model. It's so much. That's why I like social media and YouTube. It's so much information. You just gotta
YouTube,
look.
like, go crazy.
Go
Like, what's
crazy. There's
research
not
too?
there. It's impossible not to find a video on what you're trying to do or trying to look for. So it's like that is like, yeah, bro. It's research and confidence. Like, if you have the confidence to do it, then do it. And if you have the patience to want to do it and perfect it, do your research. Follow these other people that it's so many models, male models, female models that I follow just because I like their content and I try to copy them. So it's like not copy them like bar for bar, but
Get some inspiration.
get some
from them.
inspiration, exactly. So yeah, bro.
For sure. I appreciate you for coming out. You feel me? You gave a lot of tips for the upcoming models and stuff.
Sure,
Like, I
I
really
hope
appreciate you
so.
for coming out.
For
You feel
sure.
me? Giving me
Appreciate
your
you having
IG,
me.
your social media, Twitter, whatever you use.
Y'all can follow me at Brandon Royalty. That's on everything. Royalty spelled ROYALTII, not a Y, 2 I's. Brandon Royalty on everything. Mr.Royal on TikTok. That's it, man. You know, y'all can find me like that.
You feel me? Link
Shoot.
gonna be in the description. Everything gonna be in the description.
For
Y'all
sure.
do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? Follow my boy.
Most definitely.
Yeah.